To be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo! You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! Showtime.
Welcome to Defend the Hustle. Buffalo always keeps it a buck.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is gonna agree with me before they agree with you.
Lock in, because Buffalo is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
You go ahead.
subscribe and share now.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Defend the Hustle. Chris, look like your camera's straight now. I see some movement. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Okay. Got your camera. Can you move your camera back a little bit?
Yeah, it's back as far as.
Yeah, you froze again, bro. All right. Work it out. Work it out.
Yeah.
So we got a very interesting show tonight. I'm about ready to dig into it. I've been up since 5 this morning, and I've been going at it all day. We had a whatnot sale over at the warehouse. It's Karen. He dropped off. And the whatnot sale went to about 4:15. I got home, grabbed something to eat, got in a small fender bender, and nevertheless, I haven't had any rest. So, but I want to do this show. Be committed to you all, the people that come out and support the show, just as much as you all are committed to our show. So, I just suck it up and be here, and we are going to have a good show for you all tonight. Hopefully, Chris can get his internet straight. He come on back in here. All right, let's see. Look like he just popped up. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and introduce ourselves and get this show on the road.
Chris, one part of the Glass City Pickers. What's going on this good Sunday, Steelers Sunday?
Still
Hope everybody feeling all right.
And I am the middleman, part-time reseller, full-time truck driver. Thank y'all for coming out. We're ready to get started.
All right, and I am Buffalo Picker, full-time reseller. We're just going to keep it like that, keep it short and sweet. Everybody already know. Let me give a shout-out to the chat, and then we're going to go ahead and get this thing rolling. Let's see. All right, I want to give a shout-out to Lil Debbie being first in the chat. Hey. Shout out to Bill Bixby. What's going on, Incredible Hulk? Appreciate you coming out. Shout out to All in One Package. If you caught my Whatnot show, that is Miss Buffalo. She is the face of my Whatnot show. So anybody wondering, how Miss Buffalo look or what she look like, you can check her out there. We have a Whatnot show basically every Sunday at 12:30. And seen quite a few resellers in there today. Maybe the message is getting out or the word is getting out to people that you can get some great deals over there. Save here first. Ella was in there taking advantage of some of those great deals we were throwing out. we gonna go ahead and get into it. What we'll accomplish this week as resellers, and then we'll get into a couple topics. Oh, before we do that, let me show you all the giveaways for tonight. I have Superman with the gold label, energized, unchained, armored Superman right here. I know you got that right, middleman.
Yeah, I got one of them.
Yeah. All right. That's one of the items I'm giving away tonight. I have 3 in my inventory. And I picked this up from a local store. So I have, I had 3. Now I'm going to be down to 1. Gave one away at the Whatnot show today. So I'm going to give the second one away. And this is Luke Cage, Power Man.
Yeah,
Marvel figure. And so you're getting 2 good figures tonight. No blemishes, no issues with these. All right. So let's get into it, man. What you all accomplished this week? Reselling.
I just did a lot of listing, man. I found some old shit that I ain't have listed, so I did that this weekend. Made a few sales here and there, but other than
Right.
that, it was a smooth sale for us around here. The
Right.
bed, yeah, yeah, real
Okay.
smooth.
yeah. You know what me, man. I've been packing and shipping with sending everything into Amazon, Walmart. You know, I went for that 200 plus item shipment, man. It took me about
Yeah.
three and a half hours to do that thing, bro. But I got it in. Amazon is receiving it. Um, and then I started on the Walmart at the beginning of the week, shipped that out yesterday, and
Right.
I'm starting Amazon. So I'm just flip flopping from Amazon, Walmart. Each week I'm building it up, sending it out, building up, sending it out because it's got to get in there. And like I said, the other few weeks, as I've been doing that, the sales have been showing.
Right.
I'm starting to enjoy these payouts. Looking at the monthly because what I've seen, even in the forums that's on Amazon, people are having issues on FBM sellers are having issues on sales. It seems like Amazon is blocking, a lot of your sales because it's not in there.
Right.
Maybe not everybody, but that's in the forum. If you look at that forum, a lot of guys are having issues with that.
Yeah.
So, Walmart is doing the same exact thing. Now that I'm sending, and my wife is sending in her inventory, um, the sales have started picking up even more. The things that have been sending my inventory, like I seen some things in there that was since 2023. That as soon as they got in, within that week, they sold.
Right.
I'm like, yo, it been on your website for the last 2 years, and it didn't sell not one time. And soon as it gets in there, it sells.
Yeah. It's the matrix, man. They're
Yeah,
gonna take care of you once you get in the system, but you outside of the system, you know,
They
they
give you some
don't care
crumbs.
about you. They'll throw you
They,
a little
they throw
crumb
you
here
some
and there.
crumbs. Yeah, throw you some
Plus,
crumbs.
you got to think, when you inside their fulfillment center, especially like Amazon, you
yeah,
supporting their prime, program. When
yeah.
you outside of the fulfillment center, you ain't doing nothing for them, you know, except for paying those fees, So, way they look at it is you really on the bench,
Hmm.
but the people that's got their stuff in the fulfillment center, they out there on the field. So, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, like we always talked about, Walmart is pretty much going to follow Amazon blueprint. Whatever
Oh
they
yeah.
doing, we already done seen it before because we seen it on Amazon. You know, um, all the changes and little things they start doing with the price comparison and the
Yep.
you know
Gating.
yeah, knocking your price down and all that stuff. All that stuff coming from Amazon. You know, it's like people that go out and do retail arbitrage. Not saying everybody haven't caught on, but I know it's probably a few people that haven't caught on. Is when you go into the clearance and you look at the price, it's like the price is an identical price that's on
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yep.
And you like 2-3 years ago, that wasn't the case. But they don't improve the program, and it's a specific name. I can't remember the name. If anybody in the audience listening and know what I'm talking about, it's a program that Amazon is using now. I guess Walmart and Target is using it too, where they can look at each other inventory and do a price comparison. Amazon good at it. You go Walmart drop their stuff down to $10, put it in clearance. You go look on Amazon because you think you found a good deal. And Amazon got it on their in their stock for $10.
Yeah. And
So,
Target.
yeah, so it's like they trying to kill the retail arbitrage side of it. And if you ain't witty or one step ahead, you're gonna get caught into the trap.
Yeah.
Especially if you one of those people that like put boots on the ground, go in these stores.
And if anybody noticed, a lot of these big box stores are starting to limit your the quantity you can buy now.
Right,
Um, a lot of them only let you get 3 to 5 of these items, and that's because of them working together and not knowing Amazon system. You know,
right.
and Walmart is doing it. Lowe's, not Lowe's, Target is doing it. Kohl's is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you look around, a lot of people are doing it because they all now they know what we was doing in order to
Get our
sell
game.
to sell certain
Yeah,
items.
yeah,
And now Amazon guidelines have changed, so now they don't move the goalposts.
yeah,
So now it went from 10 to 100. Some of them got up to 300. Like who's gonna buy that? Who's gonna buy 300 items? But these big sharks, and a lot of them are not gonna buy 300 items because they already in there.
yeah,
They're not limiting everybody. They're just choosing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not everybody because
And
it's something.
then too, you gotta say some of that blame goes to the reseller as well.
Oh yeah,
Well, I won't say reseller, but the people that call themselves resellers, but they really YouTubers.
yeah,
Those people has brought the attention, to us as well. Because when you can get on the YouTube and brag and boast about, I know a way you can get ungated in these products, pay me $29.99, or they give you a little bit to get your attention and basically give enough information away where an intelligent person can say, okay, this is what they doing, you know.
yeah,
And if you watch enough of those people making them type clips, they're gonna understand that, okay, so you're gonna go to Kohl's, buy 10 items, have it shipped to your house, and grab the invoice off of there, and then send it into Amazon and get ungated the product. Okay, we'll fix that. So now we ain't gonna sell you 10 items, we're gonna sell you three. We're
yeah,
gonna maximize your order to three. So I mean, it's just craziness, man. It's just crazy, but it's but what it has done, it making it harder for the new reseller coming on board.
yeah. And plus they was buying them and sending them and taking the stuff back after they get ungated. Just think
Yep.
about that. A lot of them
Yep.
was doing that, and that's
Yep.
why that's why Target started getting more stricter on resellers because of that. Because
Yeah.
of they'll buy these items, they
Yeah.
get on Amazon, and then they bring all that inventory
Yeah.
back.
I heard a reseller say on the YouTube, I'm not gonna call out no names. I mean, if you want to see it, just
Google it.
go look at Google reseller retail arbitrage. And I've heard a reseller say on this live video that, hey, if the price drop, I'm just gonna take them back. I got 30 days to take them back to Walmart. I'm like,
Yeah,
Oh, that's been like that though, man.
you messing it up for everybody.
That's
yeah,
been
but
Everybody.
not,
going like
don't
that.
say it on don't say it online for everybody. Now Walmart, no,
Okay, okay, just think about this, man. You say don't say it online, but when you go out here pump faking and booty shaking that you buying all this stuff, putting it all there, how you getting all these deals and everything else, you putting it out there, you putting it out there to the atmosphere. Oh man, you're going in these stores, you're doing this and doing that, you putting it out there, you're putting it out there to the atmosphere. And 90% of the time, it's going to come back around and bite you because you're putting it out there to the atmosphere. Now the atmosphere is biting you in your butt because your product is not moving or your sales is not going like they used to, or you getting kicked off the whole site, or they telling you, here your walking papers, we no longer need you. You get
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's so
Yeah.
many different things that didn't happen in this last 3 years where it didn't change the whole dynamic of the resale game. It's
Yeah.
it's
Right.
it's it's really a jab and a plug at all the side hustles that we done made this that we made into business, and you know that we took a side hustle and made it into a business. It then took a halt to that and trying to make sure that our business don't keep thriving. They trying to cancel that little man. You got to go. You got to get gone, man. They don't want us no more. We didn't did the footwork. We didn't show them how the matrix go. We didn't show them how you can do all this, get ungated and all this, and how this. We didn't show it how it be done. Now they're using it against us. You can't. Ain't nobody buying no 300 items to get ungated in one thing. Nobody. Like you
Nobody.
said, unless you're a shark or whatever you want to call them. But 90% of them is in the cook. So they don't need that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be hard for any new people to really try to get on
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
sites. It really is.
So with
Yeah.
that being so what that being said, right? Which site would you recommend, or would y'all think would be the best site to start out? Would it still be eBay?
Yeah.
And then after eBay, who?
Yeah. Well, Amazon to me, Amazon is making it so hard for people to jump on for real, and they knocking people off their site at the same time.
Yeah.
So you can look at Amazon and say, man, you probably be a little bit better on trying to get on Walmart. You
Yeah.
did because Walmart is still fresh with it. You know what I'm saying? They like they like they
You
like the
ain't got
baby
no.
brother.
You don't. Walmart require you to have a track record. You ain't got a
Yeah.
track
Well,
record, they ain't gonna let you in either. You know, you got to show some history of reselling, moving products. That's the first thing you're gonna want to see is your accounts with the other platforms, so they can see if you've been a problem or you are being part of the solution.
Yeah.
So Walmart, I would say Walmart would be great if their restrictions wasn't so high. You know, their requirements to get into the club per se. But the I would say eBay would be first, and you know, I would even throw whatnot in there.
Yeah.
I would even throw them in there.
what
Yeah.
you could say, AP, you could say that they right now is leading the pack on some
Yeah.
real stuff.
Yeah.
If you look at it, that's leading the pack, man, right now. You did, yeah. That the what is leading the pack right now. So if you really want to put it on the show, you can really say eBay, whatnot, and then
Right,
the other two, because
right.
whatnot right now is way easier. You can go put your stuff there and go on there and do your thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, y'all right. Whatnot.
yeah. Because
Yeah,
the thing about whatnot is you don't necessarily have to do the auction portion of it. You know, you can do the buy now. Just go in there and load it up. You know, and have people to just buy it. You know, just like they would buy it from eBay or any other platforms. You
yeah.
know, it's an advantage to do the live so that you can build up a following. But that ain't necessary. You know. So that's why I put number two. I would say eBay one, and then whatnot would be number two.
Mm.
Walmart, if you don't have if you don't have the history,
Credentials.
well, the history, you got to show your selling history. If you ain't got that, or your numbers are not where they want their new resellers to be, then they not gonna bring you on. You
And they
know,
want a photo of your inventory.
yeah, yeah. Not only that, they want the link to your stores.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to
Yeah.
Justin and Marie and Philly Flipper. What's going on, Philly? Appreciate you coming out, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
so
person to look at and whatnot right there. He's talking
Oh
about
yeah,
what's
yeah, that's
whatnot.
Mister Whatnot.
What's whatnot. You know, I'll go to him.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. I had to go. I had to go see what's going on with Philly over there, man. I was like 60,000. Oh, let me go over here and see what's going on. And yeah, man, I've
Found-
been
You found out, right?
been doing
Mhm.
pretty good over there, man. So
Yeah,
he pretty much by watching him and how he was moving, it kind of reeled me back into whatnot. So,
yeah.
but yeah, that like I said, the good question that Middleman asked, those would be my number two. What are y'all number two?
My number two would be whatnot too, as
Oh,
well.
okay,
You know,
okay,
when am I comparing Amazon to eBay? I mean Walmart, Amazon and Walmart for a reseller who has the inventory and has eBay as their pretty much credentials or show the history of them selling.
right.
I'll say Walmart then Amazon, because at the end of the day, Amazon is making it even harder for all new resellers, not just the new reseller, but for the resellers that have been on there for a
Mm-hmm.
while, who
Yeah,
already have invoices submitted to them, that they're
right.
kicking
Hey,
us off of those things now as well.
hey, bro. They just sent us a whole list of stuff they kicking us off of, right? A
Mhm.
whole list of stuff they just sent us in our email that they were kicking us off of. But the funny thing the number one of the things they talking about they kicking us off of, man, we ain't sold that item in 3 years. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
You
a
know why
lot
I
of the
said
junk,
that is y'all hadn't deleted. Y'all haven't
correct,
deleted out your inventory. That's why you
correct,
getting noticed. Yeah.
correct. So they just looking at it like, man, listen, man, whatever y'all want to do, y'all gonna do it anyway. You did. But I was thinking about Facebook Marketplace.
Oh,
Facebook Marketplace is a real spot where you can dance with money on the barrel like that.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I didn't think
saying?
about that.
So Facebook
Yeah.
Marketplace would be a
Facebook
good one too.
Marketplace.
Macari.
I was split. I was split though. I was split Facebook Marketplace within that realm,
Whatnot?
whatnot, and
Yeah,
eBay. One thing I would say about Facebook Marketplace is the scammer. You got to be ready for the scammers, man, because they come at you so many different ways when you put a new listing up. But once you get established and you know what a scam, message look like, then you're good to go. If anybody hits you up and say, "Hey, I want to buy that. Let's go ahead and exchange numbers so I can contact you," you know that's a scammer. Because
Hmm.
I don't need you to contact me by phone when we talking right now on the
Yeah.
messenger. So it's
nah,
so many. I had when I first started listing on Facebook Marketplace and moved some of the big items I had. That was the first thing. Those like the red flags. Like if I didn't know really what I was doing as a reseller, I could have easily got scammed on Facebook Marketplace for my information. You know, because they come at you in so many different ways of trying to scam you.
got to
You
put.
know, like if I go to their profile and see that, they really ain't got no pictures and stuff, information about them, that's a red flag, because most people got a Facebook page, they at least got some photos of their family, themselves, a little history about themselves. So when I would see that, that was automatic red flag. Actually, for my phone number, that was an automatic red flag. If they say, I could come to you right now and pick it up, that's a red flag. Because you don't need to know where my location. I'm gonna dictate the location for you to come pick up, not you
Yeah.
dictate it to me. You
Well,
know,
that's real sense right there. You don't
yeah,
want nobody to know where you located. If
exactly.
I tell you if it's cool where we can come meet up or something like that. So yeah, that's an understanding right there too.
Yeah,
See,
And
yeah,
but
and
we talk about in general, everything sellers. People that sell pretty much a lot of stuff,
everything.
because
Yeah,
because Posh is in the mix too. If and you got Macari, you got other platforms that's kind of in the mix, but
yeah.
it all depends on what you're selling.
Right, right,
We just specifically talking about those ones because those are the ones we sell on.
right.
right,
Because we are everything seller.
right.
You know, a lot of
Yeah,
guys.
but Facebook definitely is in the mix when it comes to those
Yeah,
top
You
two
got to. You
starters.
got
They
to.
got to be in the mix. Yeah, they
Yeah,
got
you
to.
got to because they
You
move a
know,
lot of product, man.
yeah. And right now, it ain't. no fees if you can meet up, and get it going. It's just the accountability isn't really there,
Hey, look, T, what the when we got the fireplaces, you dig? The fireplaces, the one we just had in the garage.
Right.
Somebody somebody wanted it. You dig? 250, 300. Come on with the 250. And that's what it was. It came with the
Yeah.
250. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had put one in the living room. So it all paid for itself when it was all said and done. So
Right.
you come on, get this with the 250, and we cool with that. And keep the unit pushing. And yeah, we told them, hey, this is where you gotta come. They didn't ask us or tell us, hey, we gonna come where this. Nah, this is where you gotta come to get this. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
that it was that and the table. And it was that and the table.
Right.
So like you said, man, Facebook. I think Facebook do move some units, man. If you moving big stuff, especially like household goods and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
That's the spot to really move some units like that. It
Yeah,
really
I
is.
know. Like when I always tell the story about when I got that truckload and it almost put me out of reselling. I
Yeah.
use Facebook to move a lot of that stuff.
Yep.
Matter of fact, the last few items that I had, I palletized them and advertised them on Facebook Marketplace and sold all that stuff in one swoop. Some guys came in, paid what I was asking for, loaded it up, and that was the end of that load. So,
From
uh,
Florida.
yeah, man, it's definitely a good tool for avenue to move
Yeah.
goods.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah. But so so what are we talking about any of the topics tonight, or are we
Yeah,
gonna
we're
get
gonna
in
get
on?
into that, man. I don't know if I should call it the scammer of the week or
Nah, we ain't getting that
Hey,
scam.
dog, you call
We
it the
get,
cornball of the year. That's what you call it.
no, because I say that because I didn't. What I was supposed to do was today when I got home was go in and edit the clip where it was said, resellers, these resellers ain't nothing but scammers. And then I was gonna
Right.
tie
Right.
it in with scammer of the week. But since I
Right.
didn't do that, I'm not gonna put it out there because I don't have nothing to support it with.
yeah.
Uh,
But I can talk
Shout
about
out to Fob 132 and shout out to Nita J. Nita, I think I shipped your item to you. Can you tell me whether or not you received? I'm not sure. I don't know if it was this week or last week, week before, but I do remember sending something to Texas. Uh,
I can talk about resellers who banned me from whatnot. You
let
want to
me
talk?
bring this up, man, right here. And yeah,
Hey, resellers that banned you from whatnot?
Yeah, now that ties into some of the
yeah,
topics we want to talk to.
we'll get into that, man. Let's just handle this right here first, man. Let's handle this first. So if you're in the resale community and you've been paying attention to YouTube, I don't know if everybody get a chance to watch YouTube on a regular. I try to keep up with what's going on in the community. I don't watch everybody. Some people I just, if I feel like, you just putting on for the camera, you really ain't doing the resale game. I don't spend a whole lot of time watching your content. But there are a few people out there that I watch, and also sometimes you'll get something across your feed that make you say, hey, let me go see what they talking about. So a couple weeks ago, video came out and it got a lot of attention. And you all probably already know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna put up a couple thumbnails and then we'll get into it and give our take on these videos. So this one came out I think 2 weeks ago, and this one came out a few hours ago. All right. So um, if you're not familiar, this is try, trying to get out of here, fellas.
Man.
Man,
All right. So Ooh, that flip the screen on us. All right, so if you haven't figured out already, that is Dante Prison and Profit page. Those are thumbnails from his YouTube channel. So I mean, whoever want to take the flow, you can take it, man. But like I said, don't make it personal.
I don't
Don't
know.
make it direct at anybody, and we definitely ain't calling no names. I mean, the only reason I called out Dante Prison Prophet because that is his content. Those are his thumbnails. But yeah, let's just give our take on it. What y'all got?
You want me to go first? Well,
No, go ahead, man. I'll follow up with anybody else, man. Y'all go ahead.
well, when I watched it, right, I don't downplay nobody's feelings or how they feel towards a situation that happened to them, right? But I feel like this as men, as us as men, uh, we shouldn't look for somebody to owe us anything. You know what I mean? I get people have promise, make you promises, but one thing the Bible said, don't put your trust in man, put your trust in God, right? So if you put too much trust in people, you're gonna always get let down, right? But that don't mean that some people don't mean to not keep promises to you. Everybody got their own life. You know what I mean? And you know, when somebody does something nice for you, take it at that moment, and thank them and let it be what it is. There's a lot of feelings into that. And us as men, I don't get too much emotional to people like that. You know what I mean? So it didn't it wouldn't have rubbed me the way it rubbed that person, right?
Right.
Um One thing about this society nowadays, it's like the people nowadays act like you owe them something. I ain't saying that's how he feel or whatever, but I'm saying that's a crazy way of thinking because no one owes you anything, you know. And this business is a business. You're supposed to look at it as a business. Everybody who's with everybody else are running a business together. They're helping each other expand. If they just choose not to have you in that that group, then it's your business. Grow your own business. You don't need everybody to help you grow your business if you're doing it yourself. You know what I mean? I don't look at it as, yeah, you can make friends on the way. Look, me, you, Chris, and a lot more, mess hall and friends in the chat. We make friends with people, but you still got to run your business. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say, hey, Buff, you need to do your business like this, and if you make a promise to me, I'm gonna get mad at you and hold a grudge against you, bro. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you got a lot going on, just like myself. Everybody, life happens. You know what I mean? And promises always get broken. We as kids, how many times I was promised something that I didn't get? Bro, I don't as a grown man, I don't sit here and hold grudges over a promise that somebody make to me. Just don't do it. We move on. It's a business. You got to be more business minded in this situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
they don't rock with you, go to somewhere else. Build your own network. It's a
Right.
lot of other people around here that could help you if you seeking that help, a certain type of help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it ain't about race. It's about everybody just getting together. This community will help each other. Just because one group don't like another group, that okay, fine. You don't have to be involved with neither one. Find your own niche, your own people, just like everybody else is doing. You know?
Hey, D, hey, man, that situation to me was a little bit more
Emotion.
person,
Personal?
a little bit more personal from him, his on his side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I kind of took it like, dang, you know what I mean? I looked at it, man. I don't want to sound like I'm being disheartened. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, people's feelings are involved. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And I want to be a person that understands people's feelings more. You know what I'm saying? Being in touch with people's feelings and respect people's feelings. But sometimes you got to call it like it really is. And when you're calling it like it really is, you're seeing it through a glass more than half full. So we're going to be trying to be politically correct on this Defend the Hustle show. So I might bite my tongue a little bit, but I really want to speak my mind and speak how I really want to feel. And how I really feel about the situation, man, was you put your heart and soul into a person that, into people that you really thought were trying to befriend you. Okay. And if you got to be clear on friendship, if I meet you today, don't mean we friends tomorrow. Friendship means you build something over a course of time. That's how friendship either evolve or it don't evolve. Okay, so when you call yourself meeting a person for the first time and they do something genuinely out of the kindness of their heart, people don't usually do that. You know what I'm saying? So if a person do that, you have to sometimes sit back and think like, why did they do that for me? Okay, and then you analyze and you analyze. Sometimes you don't overthink it. Okay, but the truth in the pudding is you put your faith in man. And you said that, D. Putting your faith in man can get you disappointed. But to put yourself out here like you did, I respect it. Because you wanted to tell how you feel and how you felt about the situation. But it's two sides to each coin. Now, I haven't heard no rebuttal from nobody else. I haven't heard nobody come back and say what was the issues with us not, I guess, keeping our promise or keeping our word. I can't speak on that, but I haven't seen anything. But for the man that we know that made the video and put his feelings out there, I really want to tell him he need a hug. Why do we need a hug? Because, like you said, we are men. We are men first, bro. And one thing about being a man, you got to look yourself in the mirror. Okay. And I ain't saying they didn't promise you nothing. I ain't saying they ain't probably showing you or make you feel the way you feel. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is wear your 10 toes down and you gonna stand on for something. You dig? If they lied to kick it to you, hey man, so be it. Keep it pushing. So this spiel was more than what the spiel was. You wanted to be latched on to people that didn't want you to latch on with. You wanted to ride a bandwagon with people didn't want you to ride with. So now you want to put it out there like they did you wrong. But you got to look at the situation. And the what I seen through the video, I ain't seen this last one, but the what I done seen through the first video, did nobody do nobody wrong. To me, that's just how I took it. It's just that your feelings got caught up in a situation where you took a lot of things on your heart, man. You had your heart on your sleeve, and I recognize that. And I just hoping, like I said, man, you just need a hug, man, and push on. That's
But
how I look at it.
he also target the bigger resellers.
Correct.
Now everybody knows drama brings views,
Correct.
and with those big resellers, uh, it's just like we had a conversation about another one who tried that with what's the big reseller guy who been selling for a long time, and he just started making videos. Well, somebody called his name out and look at the views on him. You know, if you call out certain resellers and they got a large following, and a lot of people loving them, oh, they're gonna come and defend you, right? So that, and you're gonna get the views that you're looking for because it's drama. And if you
Yeah.
read one of the if you read one of the comments from Harry Tornado, he said that's the one of the reasons why he pulled away was because of the drama he was bringing.
Right.
But that might be true, that might be false, but that's what he said. I'm just saying. He
But you
about
got to look at it too. Just think about it though. Just think about it. Look at the person. Okay. Look at the people.
yeah.
Just look at the whole milking pot, man. So if you looking up to a person, I'm Buffalo, you this the greatest reseller in the world, and I want to be on your team. I don't even know Buffalo. You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't know. I know of him because I watch his videos. He's very charismatic on his videos. He be transparent. So I feel like, hey, man, this guy can. I meet him. We good. Yeah, hey, but that don't mean we friends. That don't mean we compadres. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you jumped on a man Johnson that quick, something wrong with you.
You know, it's funny. I met other resellers. I
Start.
met other resellers face to face, and I didn't think of, hey, I
You
need
know
to.
what I'm saying? So, like I said, you was clingy, man. That scare people away when you're clingy, bruh.
Yeah.
You know, you could scare people away, man. Just like you find a woman, man, and that woman see you kind of a little clingy. Guess what she gonna do? She gonna slide. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't want no clingy man. So I don't know, man. Like I said, man, I ain't trying to diss my dude because I feel where he was coming from was genuine, and I feel he was really expressing how he felt. You dig? But like I said, it's two sides to each coin.
Right.
What you think, bro?
I mean, I tend to agree with Lil Debbie. She done put this in the chat a couple times uh, about Messi. And like Chris said, we are men first. If I got a problem with you, any one of y'all, I know how to pick up the phone and call you, and we'll talk like men. I'm not finna for clicks or just to start some social media drama so I can get people to come out and watch my videos to call you all out on the internet. I have
Right.
made videos before where I said, certain resellers was hating on me, but I never called their name. You
Nope.
know, never put them out there. No matter what the beef was, I would
Could
never
have.
put those people names out there. Now, if I want to talk about them in private, then yeah, I'll call one of you guys up and say, hey man, that knucklehead over there tried to,
Yeah.
take advantage of me on some prices or whatever the case. But I would never go on the internet and just flatly call people out. Now, maybe that's just not his makeup. Maybe his genetic makeup is that's how he gonna handle his business. And if that's how
Listen.
he's gonna handle his business, then all I can do as another man is just respect that. You know, um, but at the same time, people tend to gravitate to people that are like minded. You
Mhm.
know, and if you're not like minded, then you tend to, distance yourself from people like, that do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't knock Dante either way. I did tell him that, we living in a time where, you know, men don't keep their word. Your word used to be like solid wood, but now it's like people can tell you whatever, just to get you out of their face, and they move on like they never told you anything. So, if you ain't used to that, you're gonna be brokenhearted a lot.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like we all agree that men have flaws. If you're gonna put your trust in anybody, you're gonna put your trust in the Almighty. Not man, because man is flesh. We're weak. Human. When I say man, I'm talking about mankind. I'm not talking about the biological man. I'm talking
Yeah.
about mankind.
Not the genetics.
For the ladies out there, we are flesh. We're weak. We're gonna make mistakes. So I don't know what the deal was. I heard Dante's side, and I heard like Hair Tornado respond back in a message, and then I watched Commonwealth. He said a couple things, but again, Commonwealth didn't throw out no names. And that's admirable. I have to respect that. I have to send a salute to him for that, because he seemed to me a genuine good dude. You know, and it's all kind of stuff that was brought up, accusations and stuff in that video, but that was just one side of the story. You
Like it's
know,
two sides to each coin. Yeah.
and two sides. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember when I was a platoon sergeant in the military, and every now and then we would have like a drill ceremony where you take your platoon and you march against another company or another platoon, to try to win a trophy or whatever, have the best platoon. Like you do all these little drills, and they be looking for the drill team that is like almost perfect. So I remember being on the field one day and we was practicing doing our drills and stuff, and I got my soldiers. We already agreed on what we're gonna do, the type of movements we're gonna make, and what step we was gonna make, what turn on, and this and that. So it was another platoon that was out there, and they was known for having like one of the best drill platoons. So every time we would be doing our marches, some of the people in our platoon would get distracted by watching them. So and I keep it PG for the show, but in military, we use choice words when we talk to just soldiers that don't listen.
Oh yeah.
But this particular time where I grabbed their attention, man, I told them, I said, comparison is the greatest thief of joy. When you compare yourself to everybody and what they doing, you stealing your own joy
Yes,
because
sir.
they're doing and how they're doing it may not be meant for us. We may need to come in and do something totally different where the people see it, and then they'll say, "Oh, y'all are as good as them or better." But if you keep trying to compare yourself to what they doing, you ain't gonna get nowhere because you're gonna continue to beat yourself down because you ain't over there with them. And when I heard Dante talking, that's all I was hearing in my head. I was having a flashback of when I talked to my troops about looking over there, trying to compare yourself to what they doing, and all you doing is stealing your own joy. You know, you got to first, be in a commitment with what you doing. And if you're in a commitment with what you're doing, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Because what they're doing may not even be meant for you. You may be losing your blessing by comparing yourself to what they're doing over there. Because what they're doing may be for a short run, but what you're doing may be for the long run. Because that old saying is, the people that you look down on, may be coming up as you going down. So when I was listening to that, man, it was just all kind of little flashbacks was coming into my head and stuff. And I remember an old first sergeant used to say, you can't have gratitude and envy at the same time. Gratitude and envy don't share the same space. You cannot say, I appreciate what you did for me. I appreciate what you're doing for me. But at the same time, I'm mad with you. I'm hating on you. I can't stand how you getting all this success. You can't
Yeah,
do it, man. All you doing
yeah,
with both of those type of ideologies, you are crushing your dreams. You are crushing your growth.
Yeah.
And if I could, if Dante hear this or whatever, I'll be glad to sit down with him and talk to him if he want to talk. But my thing is, I'm a little confused whether or not he was doing that just for clickbait, to get people in there, or he really was crushed and hurt by the way those guys so called treated him.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, listen. I'm just gonna tell you, man. Me reading people like I read people, man. He was a little hurt, B. He was a little hurt. I believe it was really sincere on his behalf on that, bro.
Yeah,
I don't believe he. I don't believe he was acting. Because if he was, he need to go and get his funny looking ass in some acting schools and go and get on TV.
yeah,
You
man.
did? Real talk, man. So
Yeah,
you got to look at it for what it's worth, man. If man, like you said, man, what sometimes what we eat don't make other mothers use that bathroom, man. So everybody don't eat the same thing, player. So you
yeah,
got to look at it for what it's worth, man, and look at the game that you got taught, you know. And like you said, put names on stuff and making it like that. You made it real personal you know, and I hope it wasn't personal, but to me, I think it was because he was really genuinely wanting to be down with him, you know. And if I want to be down with somebody, because I done had guys want to be down, and you know, they even took pop shots at your boy because they end up couldn't be down. You know what I'm saying? So it be two types of things, man. So I don't know, man. I just hope my guy get some clearance from, you know, get some clarity for himself off of this right here. I hope this is I hope it's done. I hope it's over with. You know, I hope it don't go no further than what it's going. I hope nobody don't run into each other and then you want to put your hands on somebody or somebody want to put their hand. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah.
hope it just
I don't think
I
they'll go
hope it
that
just stay
far.
copacetic.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go that far. I
Not
hope.
Cause
really.
wait, he said that now. He did say that. He said
Hey,
he said if I caught one of them, boy, one
no,
guy
it
want
wasn't
to catch.
Rally Roots though. It wasn't Rally Roots.
No, I want Rally Root.
No, it wasn't Rally Roots.
It
I
was the
mean,
other guy. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Said if
yeah,
he caught him, he'll
yeah,
whoop him. You
yeah.
know?
But I
So
mean,
I'm just saying,
I think that was just flexing, man. I think it was just flexing.
I'm just saying though, T. I'm just saying, you know, hey, hey, when that butt be hurt, man, sometimes a flex can come into a different level. You hear me? So I just hope it don't. I hope they end up resolving. He end up, like I said, if he getting this out, he getting it out in the open. He getting it out of his soul. It's a cleansing for him, and it's helping him, you know, mentally.
Yeah,
You know,
sometimes you got to get the stuff off your chest. I mean, I
yeah,
understand that, but his approach to it is way different than mine. That's all I
right,
can say about it. I'm not
yeah.
saying he's
I'm
wrong
with
or
you.
right. I'm not saying
I'm
that
with
at
you.
all. I'm just saying his approach is a lot different than mine.
I'm
Yeah.
You
with
know,
you, player.
I'm not. I mean, I want to grow my YouTube channel, but not at that expense. Because you
No.
burn bridges that way. You burn them and you burn them permanently.
Mm.
That's like just taking out the grenade and blowing up everybody in the room, including yourself.
And
And I'm not no, I want to be the hero. You know,
like,
I want to be the person that talk about it, be able to tell people about what happened, not the one that go in there and be the hero and you can't even hear your story.
and
You
you
know,
know what? And it burning the bridge is what you're just saying. And it might not be the people he directing it to. It could be the people that's listening that might have wanted to do business and with him. You see what I'm saying? It could be
yeah,
he could
yeah.
have burnt the bridges
What's
of
the
those
matter, man?
future endeavors instead of the people that already
Yeah,
bridges
because I
burned.
mean, you're sending a message that, hey, if we team up and you promise me something and you don't come through, you next. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm gonna put you on blast, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, I got
Mhm.
mixed take on the video. Like I said, I don't know, if he was doing it for clicks or he was just, basically hurt with these guys and wanted to, avenue to call them out, and that was his way of doing
So I'm gonna
it.
call out
That,
some resellers tonight too. Then how about that?
Yeah, let me
hey,
say this right quick, man. For everybody in the chat, these are the two items I'm giving away tonight at the end of the show. You got the Superman Energy Unchained armor suit. There's no blemishes on
no,
this one. This is a gold label, the one that everybody be looking for. And also Luke Cage. Uh, Kill Mofo, hit me up, man. I got something to tell you about these, bro. But yeah, those are the two items, and man, we're gonna go ahead and jump off of that. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to put nobody down
badly.
or anything like that. I'm definitely not trying to get into
Get it.
the drama, but I just wanted us to give our take on it. What we thought about it and stuff, and
Mhm.
hopefully it die down and
They
those
got it.
guys can get together and talk and put this stuff to bed like men, and not using the internet, for drama. There's enough of that stuff going on, all over the place. So, but because it was resellers that was involved, I want to definitely discuss it tonight and see what y'all take was on it. And with that, we just gonna move on. We don't have nothing else to add to that.
Hey, God bless. God bless, y'all. God bless.
Middleman, you can go ahead and tell us about your experience with whatnot.
What the three bands I got?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. The first
Shout
one
out
was
to Cheryl. Thank
happened.
you for coming through.
Lakita, my sister. The other one, Lakita, who came in.
Oh, okay.
That my
Shout out to your
sister.
sister. Okay. Thank you
Hey,
for coming out. Appreciate you.
yeah, I was on a whatnot showed Monday, and the guy was selling wrestling figures, right?
Yeah.
The guy was, he's kind of new to whatnot, so he wants you to ask him for if what figures you looking for, and he'll see if he got it and things like that. So I was asking him, I got about 10 figures, then all of a sudden he had one that I asked for, right? Um, he grabs the figure. I'm asking him how much for the figure. Instead of him saying how much for, he just runs it. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't want it for that price. He ain't showing it. He ain't doing anything. Because my next thing is I'm gonna ask you to show the packaging, because I've been
Right.
burnt too many times on whatnot with people hiding blemishes. So he ran it. I didn't bid on it. He said, well, what else you looking for? I tell him again. I said, yo, I'm looking for this other figure. He said, I got that too. Goes it, runs it. I ain't bid it on it. I said, before you run them, I like to negotiate the price and also see the packaging. So this other reseller in the background was like, he ran it. You shouldn't be asking for it if you're not gonna bid on it. I'm like, bro, pretty much. I said, well, it's between me and him. He, I'm asking him how much the figures cost. I'm not asking him to run the figures, right? So dude took offense, not the one who was running the show, but the guy who was trying to be Superman and Captain Sable. You know,
Rescue
Right.
Ranger.
yeah,
Rescue Ranger, huh?
he want to dictate every dude who run the show like it's not that serious. He right. I didn't ask him to run it, right? So dude goes, he runs the show. This guy I buy from him here and there, so he must feel a way about me anyway. You know what I mean? So I go to his show. That dude blocks me, and then he goes to all his other minions, and go on their show as I'm going on their show, saying crazy crap, trying to bid me up and all stuff like that. Right? I said, cool. So we go on the show. He tried to bid me up. I dropped it on him 3 times. Dropped 3 figures on him 3 times, bro. I don't play the game. I know how much I want to pay for something, right?
Right.
He blocks me. Go to somebody else's show, and now I'm gonna bundle everything. Because now I see what you're doing. So every time I ask them for a figure, put it to the side, and I'm gonna bundle everything. So if I get enough of stuff and it's like $100, $200, you're not bidding me up on that. You bid on it,
Right.
you got it,
Right.
right? So that's my strategy to it. I'll get a big lump sum. If you bid on it, it's yours. You know. So I guess he seen how much I was spending in that one show. He comes back 2 days later and apologized to me. Right? He apologized. He wrote me a letter or a message on whatnot and was
Right.
apologizing that he was in his feelings. He didn't mean no harm. Okay, that's the first one. His partner sent me some bad. He sent me some figures smushed in a box. Just just horrible, bro. Just I don't know what he was thinking when he was packing it. And the box was old. Man, them figures came all jacked up. So I sent him a message saying, "Hey, guy, these figures are damaged. Sent the pictures to whatnot. They refunded me to him, and I told him send me his address, and I send the figures back to him. He got offended by that because he said I packaged them well. I said, well, I'm sending you pictures right now. Sending him pictures of it. He banned me. He said, yeah, they wasn't like that when, bruh.
I wouldn't have sent no photos. I would just went on and put my claim in with whatnot.
I did,
Get done
I,
with it. Yeah.
I did, but I
Shout
want
out to Jack. Jack's treasure in the house. What's going on, Jack?
But what I want to do, I don't want to keep anybody's inventory. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if if I'm unsatisfied with it and I got reimbursed from it,
Right.
I want to send it back to you. You know, but if you feel a way about it, then how can I give you back your stuff, right? So he blocked me, and then another one came in yesterday that the figures were damaged again. Another one smushed the figures in.
So how
No,
many? So D, how many whatnot blocks do you have right now?
I got three. Well, two now because
So
one apologized, and the other two was I guess they thinking about it.
so with all that being said, how much money you spending on whatnot, right?
Oh
You
yeah,
know, you know how much money you spending on whatnot.
yeah.
You could always go anywhere on whatnot and probably find items that you're
Right.
looking for.
And they be in
So
those guys be in the same chat rooms I be in.
okay, so with you punk be in your feelings, that's what's wrong with these people, man. Everybody always in their feelings, man. It ain't never about business no more. It's all about feelings now, man.
Yeah,
And that's the thing that's getting sickening about it. It ain't about business no more. It's about feelings. Come
yeah,
on,
These
man.
folks saying it's four people now.
yeah.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got if you're gonna be a reseller and you're gonna be doing whatnot, you need to buy the tools in which to get the items to the customer or your buyers in the same condition in which they purchased it.
Yeah. I
And if
mean,
the
you see, like that guy you introduced me to, when I bought all of those wrestling figures, some real good ones, and how he packed the box and the stuff came in damaged. I didn't buy from him ever again.
yeah,
He didn't have to block me because I was like, I'm not spending money with him no more.
yeah,
You know, but a lot of those guys, they're really not like know the whole ins and out of reselling. They just got inventory. They don't know that, like us, we sold on Amazon, Walmart,
eBay.
eBay, Facebook. We know how to pack. We know how to prep and pack a box. They
What
they don't. They don't.
what
They
you
just
got?
make the sale, think they can take the stuff, throw it in a box, and send it to you. It's supposed to be good.
But you got to think about it, T. If you care about whatever you're doing, you're gonna do it the right way so your shit can come because you want it done the way you want it done to you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? That's how I look at when we package these packages around here. I'm making this junk right, even go outside sometimes my way to make sure it's even extra tight and right because of that reason. Because I want the same thing, man. When
Exactly.
I order something from
You
somebody,
want
you
to
know what
ship
I
it to
mean?
somebody the same way you want to receive it.
Right.
You know.
yeah,
So it's just sad that a lot of people don't take the craft. Like the craft is it is what it is, man, and it's not that hard. You just gotta want to. You just gotta want to. That's it.
yeah, yeah. And if you get any kind of thing and you put it in a box and the box is you can tell the box is too small. Why would you cram it in there and knowing that it got to go from you 300-400 miles away from you to somebody else's, right? Somebody else's location.
Hey
So
man.
you would think you would put it in a bigger box, put something around it so it don't move because everything moves. I'm just saying it just and then you get guys to get mad at you for saying something about and when I'm not when I reach out to these guys, I'm not being angry or disrespectful or anything like that. I'm just saying, here's the pictures. Um, you might want to invest in a little bit more packaging or put just a little bit more packaging in the boxes so
You
no
know.
one else will have another complaint because selling on whatnot, those ratings can get you kicked off of whatnot. Them complaints. So I'm not complaining or whatnot before I talk to you. I'm talking to you first, and then I'm gonna go to whatnot. And that's
Yeah.
how, yeah, that's just how it was. You know what I mean? And they get mad by me coming to them, and the only thing I'm trying to do is just help them be better at packing. You know what I mean? Because the next person might might be even worse than that.
Yeah, Jack, he outside. Jack actually, you outside, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're right. Um,
Yes, sir.
but you're right. The discount man, they don't want to buy boxes, but I ain't saying to go and purchase a lot of boxes. You know, you can go to Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot. They all got
Bro,
all kinds of boxes.
you don't even have to do boxes, bro. You can wrap the stuff where you can wrap it in bubble wrap. If you wrap it right, you can wrap it in paper and get it to the customer the correct way. It's plenty of ways you can do it without putting boxes to add more weight or all that stuff. You don't have to, but it's about the caring of doing the packaging. If
Yeah,
you package the product the correct way, you're gonna be able to get it to them properly and nice. It don't take much, man. You know,
Yeah.
it really don't. It
Yeah.
really don't. It
Hey
really
man,
don't.
we had what 8:39.
Yeah, yeah,
Go
I got
ahead
a
on and
game.
wrap this one on up, man. Let me do the
Yes, sir.
giveaways, and then we can get on up out of here.
yeah. It just taking pride in what you do, man.
Take your time, baby. Do it
If
right.
because if you running it as a business, you want to have the best materials in order to show people that you're doing this and you're doing it right. You know, because first impression is a mug, bro.
But D, it ain't even about if you run it as a business. It's just simple fact is if you give a damn about what you're doing. If
Yeah,
I got this product and I want to make sure you know them people can be repeat customers too. You know that, right?
yep,
They can be repeat customers to your store regardless if you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? So you get things on what they tell you they rated you. Well, we go look at our things and they say, well, it was fast, the packaging was good and all this good stuff. You know how that tell you that you're doing what you're supposed to do? So it's really like people just be BSing a lot of times. They don't care. They didn't got your money. So here go, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And deal with it. You dig? And that's how it be sometimes, man.
All right,
Exactly.
man. Let's get this going.
Good night.
Y'all definitely make good points, man. I mean, it is what it is. That's why I try to put a lot of effort into packing my boxes and shipping them out to customers because I know a lot of those customers, if they satisfied with the shipping, they're gonna come back. They're gonna come
Yes,
back for more. So
yes,
Yeah,
that's why
yes,
I try to take my time and pack it.
yes, sir. We
but
didn't have plenty of repeat customers just
Ain't
because of things like
nobody.
that.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you gotta love what you're doing, and understand that when you get your package, how you want to feel. That's how you should
Mm-hmm.
be trying to put the same effort into getting them their package.
Mm-hmm.
So let me show
Mm-hmm.
y'all what I'm running, and then we'll go ahead and drop the number. So the first item up, let me blow this up right quick. First item up is Superman DC comic with the energized suit on. So this is first item. As you can see, it's no blemishes on this box. Go ahead and drop your number from 1 to 25. 1 to 25. 1 to 25. If you're interested in this is the art on the back. 1 to 25. It's a gold label. DC Comics Superman
I,
Energizer.
I got that one, and I got uh, is it Spider Man? No, which one is it? Is it Batman?
Did I
A
send you
gold,
one of these?
yeah, yeah. It's a gold label, and I
Yeah.
got a gold label something else. But yeah, you sent me that one, and I got a gold label. I want to say, Superman. It's in an all gold suit. You know what I'm saying? It's out
Yeah.
there in the garage. I want to say
Yeah.
I can't think of it. But yeah, that joint, them joints clean too. Mm-hmm. Yep, them joints clean. One I got from what's the little store? The GameStop. I got one from GameStop. When I bought all these different, they had for $5. They had all they got the Batman with the horse, Superman with the horse, and different things like that. And
yeah.
I found them joints for $5, man. Shit. Shit, I
All
sold
right,
two of
we'll go
them.
ahead and close this one out,
Yeah,
y'all.
y'all getting good product.
There's no need of picking Steelers numbers now because Buff don't watch the Steelers no more.
No, no, that's dead to them.
No, that ain't true. That ain't true.
Go to season, going to the season opener, man. He ain't going.
All right, here's the number, y'all.
21.
Who got that?
The middleman picker.
For real?
Yeah, he got 21.
Come on,
That
bro.
dude there.
All right, here you go, man. I'll get this out to you.
Uh,
Slide it in your little whatnot box.
hey,
You
sliding the whatnot. That's
be
right.
real
Slide.
with you. All right.
Hey, like the back of your head, D.
It's rigged. No, it ain't rigged.
Who said rig?
That
Oh,
Dion.
no, bro. We ain't doing that for
No.
sure.
You should have came here last year, but you would really thought it was rigged.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, so this is the next item, y'all.
And D can't bid on it.
I ain't bidding on it.
Luke Cage. It's the art on the back.
That's nice.
I couldn't find none of those, bro.
Yeah, man.
Walmart got. Ollie's got a lot of them right now. I went and did a drive by at Ollie's.
Yeah.
They got a lot of stuff like that right now in there.
All right, drop your number, y'all. If you're interested in that Luke Cage.
Yeah, they trying to get rid of a lot of stuff, man. I noticed they up their prices on some things too. Like
Mm-hmm.
those
Yeah, man,
LOL.
I'm joking.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta definitely know.
Yeah.
Because if you
Mm-hmm.
don't know, you think you're getting a deal, you find out that it was
Mm-mm.
$7 to $8 for the year before.
Yeah. They did all that on a few things in there, man. I like, nah, bro.
Jim the
Yeah,
Tech,
yeah, yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on, Jim?
Yeah. A lot of stuff didn't change, baby. A lot of stuff didn't change. We call it tariffs. It's the tariffs.
How's it gonna be tariffs when they already got that stuff in
Hey,
the
bro. Hey,
warehouse?
bro. They
They,
do not care. It's
they,
gonna be blamed on the tariffs, baby.
Let's
Watch
get
what I
that
tell
song
you.
something out, y'all.
and you can see where they put the other sticker on top of the like, it's already in the
Here
store.
we go.
Yes, sir.
It's already in the store.
Yeah, man. What number is that, P?
12.
Uh-oh.
Who
Well,
got it?
that's random now. Look
Who
at here.
got
Look
it?
at Buff. That would be Jack's Treasure with 11.
All
There you
right.
go.
Okay, yeah, you can't go over.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
Jack.
go.
All right, Jack. Y'all sure
There
on
you
that
go.
one?
Yeah.
Yep. Congratulations to all the
All
winners.
right, congratulations.
Yep. Congratulations to all the winners, man.
Yeah.
Happy y'all can
Hey,
get some free
Jack,
stuff.
send me your info on Instagram so I can get this mailed out to you.
I'm happy y'all can get some free stuff.
Hmm.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, you too, D.
Hey,
Local
Hey,
pickup.
baby.
I'm gonna have to start me a giveaway pretty soon.
Yeah,
On all
that's
this
gonna be
stuff.
a hard call, but I guess we can work it out, Jack. We can work it out.
Local pickup. No, man.
Yeah.
Man, we've been talking about people and their feelings tonight. Now I'm in my feelings.
What
Stop
happened?
it, man. Stop it.
I'm just
What
joking.
happened?
Stop it.
I don't
Hey,
want to
I'm
go
about
to. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. That's what it
Oh,
is.
to. Hey, T. Hey, T, look. Ain't got that problem.
oh yeah, yeah. I do got to go to work though, man. I got a lot of
Yeah,
practice.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's a different. You got to go to love. That's what you call that. I got to go to
Okay, Jack.
love.
Yeah, local pickup is good, man. We'll work it out.
All right,
Man,
man. Hey, man, what y'all got planned for this week?
I
well,
got it shipped
Uh,
tomorrow. I was shipping. Well, let me rephrase that. I got to ship out whatnot tomorrow. Thursday, I'm shipping out Amazon, and then Wednesday. I'm sorry. Tuesday, I'm shipping out Amazon, and then Wednesday and Thursday, I'm gonna try to do 2 shipments to Walmart.
Okay.
Because
Mine,
Walmart is easier to ship to the
yeah,
fulfillment center than it is with Amazon.
way easier. My week, Amazon. I'm finish up Amazon. I should have at least another 200 items going to Amazon. I'm gonna have to cut it off because I want to, like Buff said, I want to get Walmart, at least Walmart this week as well. So I want to do 2 shipments this week. Amazon's gonna get finished by tomorrow, hopefully, and then Tuesday and Wednesday I will start on Walmart,
Yeah.
and then after I do Walmart, it'll be back to Amazon probably that Friday, and I have
Okay.
the shipment in heading out that Saturday. So
Yeah.
that's my plan.
So the goal for me for both fulfillment centers is to get about 3,000 items shipped out by the second week in December. Have that already at the fulfillment center by the second week in December. So right now for Amazon, I'm right over 1,000. So I got a little bit less than 2,000 to go. And with Walmart, I'm definitely in the hole with Walmart. Walmart, I'm right at the 350, about 353.
Hmm.
So I got some ground to make up with Walmart.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good year this year.
Well, good luck to all that. You did. Good luck to all that. Everybody, appreciate y'all on this good Sunday, man. But I got a time to keep on this, man, so nobody don't get penalized. Y'all know what it is, brothers. Much
Yeah.
love, man.
Yeah,
Much
man.
love.
Don't mess up my monetization, bro.
Hey, man.
Yes,
Much love, man. Much
sir.
love, brother.
Really, thank everybody for coming out supporting the channel.
Yes, sir.
Um, appreciate y'all support every week. We're gonna definitely try to be here to bring y'all all the information we can provide. We supposed to got into the pre Q4 on this show, but we got tied up with the drama and reselling right now on the YouTube. So, but
Next
next
week.
week we'll come back with the pep rally for Q4 and get into our Q4 spin all the way up until Black Friday. So, with that being said, Buffalo Picker, D Middleman Picker, Glass City Picker, defend the hustle. See you all next week.
Good night,
All
everyone.
day, every